Ladies and gentlemen, Operation North Star, Year 6, Season 2. Alright, so let's see what is going on here. Rainbow Six Siege is introducing Year 6, Season 2, North Star. When some of our beloved operators end up in a difficult situation, only the best of the best can come to the rescue. That's what, operators are for Rainbow Six. They're the best of the best. But, alright, sure. Introducing Thunderbird, a free-spirited pilot from the Nakota territories in Saskatchewan, Canada. Woohoo! More Canadians. Possessing a quiet strength, she uses the Kona healing station to help the fallen on the battlefield. This season players can expect balancing changes to Malusi, Smoke, Mira, and Nook. A redesign to the scoreboard, and much more. New after-death gameplay will also be featured on the test server. Read the patch notes below for more information. Don't tell me what to do. No. All right. There is the operator. I should probably move my cursor over a little bit. There is the operator. So I'm guessing that's the healing station right there. Right here. Interesting. All right. So she is a defender. Let's see here. She has a Spear 308, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it is Finka's gun, giving defenders access to attack their weapons lately. Alright, Spaz 15, which is Goyos? I think it's Goyos. Impact and Nitro Cell, that's pretty cool. So she's a 3-speed. Oh, interesting. Bearing 9 is Habana's, and I don't know what this pistol is. It probably is in the game already, I just don't know. Alright, let's see here. Favela map rework. Ooh. Favela was originally made to provide players with a brand new destruction experience, and it was never intended for competitive play. The entire game is fucking competitive play. What the hell are they talking about? Alright. Well, the destructible exterior walls on Favela have allowed for interesting strategies. They never provided players with perfectly balanced gameplay. Attackers had plenty of entry points to breach, making it difficult for defenders to guard their objectives. Not really, honestly. Only a couple parts were really hard. All the rest, if you did them correctly and used your 10 correctly, you were good. The goal of this rework was to make gameplay on Favela map more balanced and competitive, while still retaining its element of fun. Well, in the words of Price from Call of Duty, mission failed. We'll get them next time. Because Favela's not that fun. It is really not that fun of a map. The two main entryways on Favela's roof have been preserved. They were previously named 3F main stairs, 3F back stairs, 3F packing, and are now named 3F red stairs, 3F trash chute, and 3F electrical. Hold on a second here. The two main entryways, main stairs, back stairs, and packaging. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to sit here and think about that for a second there. Yep. Yeah. See, nope. Ubisoft needs to learn how to count. It is not 158973. It's 123. Ubisoft, smarten up! The map's small size, irregular exterior, and verticality also remain. Alright. The rest of the map, including the overall structure of the main building, has now been completely remade, so players will get to experience a virtually new location that retains the same theme as the original Favela. Why don't they just make new bloody maps? This is what I do not understand about their quote-unquote reworks. They're essentially just they're just making a brand new map. They're making a brand new map and just slapping the old name on it so people would, we're going here. Just make a goddamn new map and leave the old ones. Jesus Christ. Alright. Balancing Malusi's changes. When active, the center of Malusi's Banshee's sonic defense will now be vulnerable to bullets, laser explosives, and melee attacks. The outer shell that surrounds the center is bulletproof but vulnerable to explosions. It's always been that way. Why are they saying they're fucking changing it? It's always been vulnerable to explosives and melee. That's literally how you take it out. The only difference is bullets and lasers, which I'm assuming lasers is from Zero's cam. So like if someone's in it and Zero has a cam nearby, he can just go and shoot it out for them. Which kind of just makes it useless now. Like the whole point of that defense system was like it slowed you down, so you had to either push your way through, and it was not that big of range, honestly. Push your way through it, or go towards the thing and punch it out. It's not really balancing. Well, I mean, I guess it's technically balancing. They're balancing in a bad direction. Smoke changes. The propagation system in Smoke's remote gas grenade has been reworked to prevent the toxic gas from traveling through walls, floors, and ceilings. So, a year, not even year one, an original. I don't. There's a special name people call them by the original operators. An original operator with his original gadget, not even a rework like Tachanka, but his original gadget. Just now, in year 6, they're getting to. What? Shattered glass. Players will now be able to use a melee hit to shatter the glass of Mira's Black Mirror, Maestra's Evil Eye, and the Bulletproof Camera. Shattered glass is opaque and prevents the devices from being used to spot opponents. So they're making Mira useless, is what they're saying. That. What? Also, Bulletproof, that's how you took out a Bulletproof Camera before. You just bashed it. So why would you do that? Just bash the thing to just keep it destroyed. Ubisoft. Alright. Knock changes. Test server only. To gather feedback, a few changes to Knock will be present on the test server only. When activated, Knock's Hell Presence reduction won't set off proximity-based devices. Somebody seen prox alarms? That's literally the only thing that I can think of. But Knock will still trigger laser-based gadgets like Capcan's EDD and Aruni's Surya Gate. The noise reduction aspect of her ability has also been removed. Okay. So she's essentially gone more. God, what's his name? Echo. No, not Echo. Vigil. She's gone more Vigil instead of Vigil Caviara. Interesting. I don't play Knock. I hate her. So that, I mean, for those that, I guess, main her. This would be cool. The reduction on the proximity-based devices. Like triggered your Hell Presence. And you can't get proxed. Which is a pain in the ass for defenders, but, that's the whole point. Alright. Death experience. Thought I want to experience death? What the fuck? Death changes. When a player dies, they will now be able to skip over the first-person death animation. In addition, the slow motion and opponent close-up that were previously part of the death replay have been removed. This change was made to help keep players in the flow of the action. They're dead! They ain't getting more action than that, unless, of course, you bring in necromancers, in which case... yeah, that wouldn't be good. This change was made to keep the players in the flow of the action. This doesn't make sense, because by doing the close-up, they could do a call-out on where the person is. It's like, where'd you get killed from? Oh, I don't know. I kind of just flopped over dead. I have no idea. They want to keep in the flow of the action, keep how it is. I don't. All right. Operator icons. When a player is eliminated, a transparent operator icon will appear in place of their body. The icon will remain for the duration of the round, just as a body would. This change was made to help players identify eliminated operators and prevent unfair gameplay scenarios involving bodies. I kind of agree with this one here. There's been times where I've been beside a body and a teammate's been like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just hiding beside this body, making them think I'm dead. They're like, that's not near the body at all. What are you talking about? The deaths are very the bodies are very client side. So this I agree with to a degree, but also they want to keep this game realistic. Yet the bodies magically disappear and a little token goes bloop.
Call me crazy, but that's not keeping it realistic.
Just put it server side. Just change the body locations to server side. Okay. To gather community feedback, season 2. Chess server will have gameplay after death. Attackers will be able to drive their own drones after death, as well as Zero's Argus Cams, Mozzie's drones, Echo's Yokai, and Maester's Evil Eye can be used by those operators after death. Bulletproof cameras, which now fire EMP bursts, can be used by the defenders after death. This feature aims to reduce downtime when players are eliminated and offer more ways for players to support their team and have an impact on the round. They already can do that. And I have to stress the word can on that one. They can do that. Do they? Unless, of course, you're squatted up? No. Very, very rarely. But let's break this down here for this here. Will be able to drive their own drones after death. That, no. Because literally when you're controlling drones, you're pulling up your camera and you're using your phone, and you're using your phone to control the drones to go. That's literally what the animation is. This means somehow you're back from the dead and you have your phone and you're just like, hey, before I play some Tetris and check my social medias, I'm just going to use this drone quickly. I mean, it makes sense with the whole body disappearing thing now. You know, they just magic out the bodies, so they're in like a stadium somewhere. Like, all right, well, guys, I'm just gonna go on my drone quick. Zero's Argus Cams, Mozzie drones, the Yokai, and Evil Eye can be used by those operators after death. I don't understand why Maester's Evil Eyes couldn't be used. After that, like by him, like not necessarily open and shoot, but like move around. And this is what I noticed. I was playing a few rounds as Maestro, and it's just stuck there. Once you're dead, it's just stuck there, which is really stupid because it's like having Valkyrie's cameras. As soon as she's dead, just stuck in the position they were, not being able to rotate them. It doesn't make sense. It shouldn't have taken this long to have that. But the Yokai. No, it's the same thing as the drone. Echo's literally going on to a wrist-mounted phone type thing and controlling the Yokai. So if he's dead, he shouldn't be able to like drop it, move it around, and shoot and stuff like that. The only thing he should be able to do is just look around in it. Mozzie drone's the same thing. Argus camera. I think that's the same animation as going on your phone. I think. I'm not too sure. I don't really play Zero, to be honest. Bulletproof cameras, which can now fire EMP bursts. So the cameras are going to disable themselves? You fire it and you just lose the camera? If not, then wow, that's really stupid. Can be used by defenders after death. That's... I don't see the point in that. Other than just shenanigans. Really. This feature aims to reduce downtime. Yeah, so this part here. If... Like I said, they don't... Unless of course you're squatted up. I found teammates don't really communicate that much. And even then, there are cameras, and what are you going to do? Because it says... So it's used by these operators. So essentially Mozzie has to die, Zero has to die, Echo has to die, and Maester has to die for them to use it. I don't know. That just doesn't... They're just fucking this game up even more, to be honest. HP replaces armor. Test server only. Operator armor will be converted to health. Why did they put health and then HP? The same thing. HP literally stands for health points. On the test server, this means that a 3 armor operator will have 125 hit points, 2 armor operators will have 110, and 1 armor operator will have 100 hit points. This feature is being released on the test server so that test server players can try it out and the team can have additional time to fine-tune it. Are you saying 1 armor operators don't have 100 hit points already? Because their radial menu, their radial hit points thing says they have 100 hit points. So either... Siege is currently lying to us and they don't have 100 hit points, or 1 armor operators don't get any extra armor when they take a thing. Also, really only 25? That's like barely even enough to take a bullet. So, I don't know. What's the point at that point, really? Let's see what it says. Scoreboard 2.0. The scoreboard has been redesigned to provide players with more game context during matches. The new scoreboard displays the stages of each match and outcomes of each round as they occur, and band operators are listed for ranked and unranked matches. This is not Scoreboard 2.0. They've already fucking redesigned the scoreboard multiple times. This is like Scoreboard 3.0 or 4.0. It is not 2. Ubisoft, come on. You guys are lying now? I can't stand liars. Stop lying. The scoreboard has been redesigned to provide players with more game context during matches. The new scoreboard displays the stages of each match. Man, if only the old scoreboard showed the stages of the match. Like if you're winning or losing, and how many you've lost and won. If only they did that already. Like, man, damn. If only, right? What I do like about this is the band operators. Even though when you go to pick, they're already blacked out. So, I mean, it's, All right, bullet holes. The line of sight through bullet holes and soft surfaces has been blocked. This prevents unfair gameplay scenarios and encourages players to use a variety of strategies to eliminate opponents. Note, bullet holes and thin materials like window, glass, barricades, and the inner cores of props are not affected by this change. So what is affected then? Bullet holes and soft surfaces except for glass, barricades, and inner cores of props. So nothing's changed? Like that's what it's sounding like here. Just nothing's changed. Ubisoft. Operators price decrease. This season we'll see the price adjustments of 5 operators. Zero's price will go down to 20k per noun. Amaru and Goyo will now go to 15k. But last but not least, Maverick and Clash are now down to 10,000 renown each. Small nitpick here. Amaru should have been right here, and Clash should have been here, because that way it would have been 20, 15, 10, and down fucked up. Down fucked up. Let's see. Seasonal weapon skin. North Star seasonal weapon skin. It's all about courage and hospitality. With a medicant bundle, you will be a fierce aid to anyone in need. The weapon skin will be released at season launch and is available for purchase through the season. Once locked, it remains in inventory indefinitely. Unless, of course, you switch platforms, in which case, fuck you. You can lose all your stuff. I don't like it, personally. It doesn't look that good. Like, what is a snake? It's just literally a piece of snake. And will the mags have snake? Like, if the mag is right here, does it have a snake on it to continue on? Like, the color is just, Ugh. That's gonna be a hard no for me. Operator balancing. Alright, this is where the fun begins, ladies and gentlemen. Ash! Reduced number of breaching rounds from 3 to 2. Alright. Increased R4C vertical recoil. Horizontal spread will be more consistent and stronger to the right. People having trouble with the right? Usually just shoots up. Alright, whatever. The long burst recoil will start on the 8th bullet instead of the 12th bullet. Damn. This is why you guys always do bursts. Just like... You just don't go boom, 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 boom. Silly billies. Alright, Finka, HP is now permanently granted, similar to HP granted by Doc's stim pistol. That is awesome, honestly. It was so annoying when it's like you get Finka'd, and you only have, what was it, like 20 seconds or something like that until that hit points is gone. It's like, well, I'm not in a position to breach. Fuck me. Let's see. Melusi, when Melusi's Banshee Sonic is activated, the core becomes vulnerable to bullets and melee attack. It's always been melee attack vulnerable. Sorry, pisses me off. The device now detects enemies' feet, so Melusi has a foot fetish. Alright then. Rook. The deploy and equipped interactions for Rook have been merged, so he now drops his armor pack and applies his own armor in the same movement. That is awesome, actually. That is amazing. Valkyrie. Valkyrie now has primary control over black eye camera, so now she will take control over the camera if another player is using them at the same time. Similar to Zero and Echo. Did she not already have this? I thought she already had this ability. I honestly thought she already had the ability to take over her cameras. Alright then, the more you know. Vigil! Increased vertical recoil. Horizontal spread will be more consistent and stronger to the right. Long burst recoil will start on the 6th bullet instead of the 12th. Alright. Seriously though, what's up with people on the right? They have a problem with shooting to the right? Zero, the Argus camera now uses the same resource management system as a shock drone. A shot is recharged every 15 seconds. The device has infinite ammunition and only one shot can be stacked. So that's actually pretty cool. Provided people don't see the camera and shoot it out, that's pretty powerful, honestly. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that then. You can take out pretty much all the defenders' defenses. Like Capcan's EDP, Bandits stuff, Kaid's thing. Potentially, if you coordinate with your teammate, Goyo stuff to like blow up Goyo's shield to make the guys run. Who else? Wamai's catcher, and also what's his fucking name? There's Bandit. The guy with an active defense system. You can take those out. So it will be good. It will allow Zero to be a little bit more helpful with his drone, which is pretty decent. Horizontal spread is now more consistent on the bearing 9 instead of randomly moving to the left or right, and the next shot is closer to the center. Okay, so it's making more accurate. That's good. SMG 12, first shot kick has been reduced and vertical recoil has been reduced. Horizontal spread will become more predictable and constant to the left, and long burst recoil will start on the 12th instead of the 6th bullet. So everything else has a problem with the right, but the SMG apparently has a problem with the left. There's a joke in there somewhere. Alright, tweaks and improvements. Game balancing, smoke balancing. The propagation system of smokes. Reworked to prevent it from traveling through walls, floors, and ceilings. Like I said before, he is an original operator. How have they not done this already? New sound plays when the canister is detonated. Is it going to be like a... operators hit by the cloud will receive 15 hit points of damage every 0.66 seconds until they leave the area. That is freaking a lot, man. That is a lot. Shattered glass interactions. Players will now be able to use... Yeah, I went through this. It's opaque. Prevents the devices from being used to spot opponents. When Mira's black mirror is shattered, vision is denied on both sides. When the canister is destroyed, the device now shatters and explodes instead of falling to the floor. That's actually pretty cool. Hopefully it shatters if it's been punched already, and like falls if it hasn't. That'd be pretty cool. Distinguish between the two. When Maestro's evil eye is shattered, he has to open the device to see through it. Shenanigans, man. Shenanigans. The bulletproof camera is now melee proof from the front, but a single melee hit will shatter the glass. Area effect rationalization. What does that mean? Hold on here. So that's just the end. That's just the end. Area effect rationalization. That's... What? Alright. But anyway, bulletproof camera, just let it get blown up if it's freaking bunched from the front. Jesus. Area of effect feedback for Kaid's, Rotilla, Electroclaw, and Nomad's air jabs have been updated to better represent their behavior. I don't know what those could do, but okay. Area of effect feedback has been added to Ella's Grismont Mines and Jaeger's Jaeger! That is the name I was trying to remember earlier. Yay! Okay. Jaeger's active defense to help players better understand their range. That's actually pretty good. If they're gonna do it like the Electroclaw or Mute Jammer or Wamai's thing, like have a little circle around, that's gonna be pretty good. Player comfort, diffuser interactions, auto pickup for the diffuser has been removed. What? Shenanigans. The pickup action is now manual like it is for other devices, but there is no animation and the prompt appears when the player is in range. They don't need to look at the diffuser. Added key binding for drop interaction and font updates. Okay. Updated Arabic and Korean fonts to distinguish between title and body text. Added a distinction between titles and other text for the Thai localization. Options to hide the names of teammates and opponents have been added to the interface preferences in the options menu. This allows players to have a cleaner interface, especially for the purpose of recording content. Cool. Operator stats. The details and stats page in the operator section has been removed. Players can now view the stats through Ubisoft Connect in the in-game overlay and on the website. Why? Leave the stat in the game, especially since Connect is just, it is rubbish right now. It's absolutely, positively rubbish. And now in order to see stuff, you have to go to an alternate place and, oh my god. Scoreboard 2.0. Should be 3.0 or 4.0. The new scoreboard aims to provide more information to newcomers about match format and evolution. Alright. Round history has been added to the scoreboard. New icons represent the status of each round as well as the position of match points and attacker-defender role swaps. Band operators are also displayed for ranked and unranked matches. Round history will be shown in the scoreboard for all PvP playlists and game modes. It supports matches of any length, including the infinite overtime used in some competitive tournaments. Infinite overtime? Oh my god. That's a wow. That's wow. Let's see. Match replay improvements. Reduce the file size of replays. I mean, alright. I guess that's good for people that don't have a lot of storage, but for people like me and other content creators that have external drives that are for that purpose, it's Change the way matches are recorded and remove playback snapshots for rewind. Okay. Modified the method used to record the UI during a match to improve the stability of match replay. Added motion interpolation to make the animation smoother and more fluid. When using F10 on the screen, shortcut keys used for match replays are shown. Enabled match replay for tournaments. That's good. UX improvements for control bar. What is UX? I know what UI is, but what is UX? The match ID and replay beta label are now visible on the screen. That presents the game, and on the screen that shows the round number. Okay. Support for observation tools. Caster HUD. Support for scoreboard 2.0. I'm not going to get into that scoreboard thing. I can't comment too much on the replay improvements because I don't use that function. I don't know if there's what's wrong with them currently, if there is anything, which it's Siege, so there probably is. Player cards. Added feedback in player cards to show when an operator is using an observation tool. This information will be shown in the caster's HUD. It will also be displayed for eliminated operators when they spectate one of their teammates. It aims to help players understand their team synergy and how they can help one another. Okay. Game health! Abandoned penalties update. Penalties are now 60 minutes, 2 hours, 24 hours, and 48 hours, depending on the level of escalation. Cooldown for abandoned penalties has increased to 7 days, which was previously 48 hours. That's a long time. Renown penalty is now the same duration as matchmaking restrictions. This update only affects ranked and unranked. Bullet holes exploit. Line of sight through bullet holes in soft surfaces has been blocked, except for all soft surfaces, pretty much. Eliminated operator icons. The bodies of eliminated operators have been replaced with transparent icons. Flash hider and compensator rework. Changed how the compensator works. It will now be more efficient at mitigating left and right recoil. Flash hider now only affects the up speed, making the guns climb slower. So instead of what is it affecting? I think flash hiders compensate for small burst shots currently. So now that's useless, and they just affect how fast you can pull up your gun. Squad MMR restrictions for placement matches. From now on, the squad MMR restriction will apply to placement matches, even if squad members have never been ranked. The squad MMR restriction is currently 700 MMR. How are they going to know what the person's MMR is if the one person has never been ranked? It's not ranked. Like, how do they know? It's like, oh, this guy, and casual, he's only doing this, so he's probably going to be like this MMR. That's not going to work. What the hell, man? Map rotations. This season reworked map is Favela. Ranked, unranked playlist. Favela is not featured in the map pools for unranked and ranked, so those playlists will remain unchanged. Newcomer playlist. Favela replaces coastline in the newcomer map pool. The bomb sites are coin farm storage and coin farm bumps. Okay. And main bug fix list. Alright, I'm not going to do the link. I'm not going to do the bug fixes. So that's the overview of Operation North Star. I just wanted to do this because I've been playing this a lot lately. And for this operation here, the group that I run with, we are going to be trying to get as high in ranked as we can. We're not going to be starting from the bottom like we did in the last season and working our way up. We're just going to try to get as high as we can right off the bat. So I want to see the shenanigans that was going to be happening. A lot of them are very shenanigans-y. There's a few things I agree with, like the fact that Rook now pulls up his armor at the same time. I always thought that Rook's armor gave you health. I was just recently informed that it just gives you a down but not out stage. So pretty much now the health is just exactly how I thought it worked before, except for the points. So that is the overview for North Star. I'm going to be posting a lot of content for North Star and also some from earlier seasons. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can know when I post a new video. And if you guys want to see this stuff live, make sure to check out my Twitch. I will be playing different games live. Not necessarily Rainbow Six, but a whole bunch of other games. If you want to talk to gamers and such, join the Discord. I have links for all my social media in the description down below. Make sure you follow, subscribe, whatever is applicable to those sites there. But I will see you guys all later.